What's happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so I remember I said to you guys I wasn't really going to touch the F80 M3 for a little bit, not really do any modifications, but then, do you know what? I knew I had to get a service done, and I knew I was bringing it down to Evolve Automotive, and they're kind of the big boys in the game when it comes to BMWs and tuning. And I had a little look on their website and I thought, oh, those Eventuri carbon intakes, like, I've been looking at them for a while. They make absolutely beautiful air intake systems for BMWs and a few other models as well, and I just had to have one, to be honest, guys. I thought, if I'm going to do one thing to start off with, because eventually I do want to do a tune on the car, but before we do that, I really want to sort of run the car on a dyno, find out how much power it already has, and then once we've done the tune, find out how much it eventually ends up with. And also, you know what, like, I've been finding driving the car around just for a little bit now, torque is not very linear as you're sort of going up there. Like, it's a little bit laggy in the bottom, and then suddenly it's like, so we're gonna work on that, but that's on the second video. So this is the first of two videos that I'm doing down here at Evolve Automotive. So today it's all about getting the oil change, making sure she's spick and span, running sweet, and we're going to take a look at that beautiful Eventuri carbon intake system. Up she goes on the lift. This is actually the first time I'll have looked underneath the car, and I'm quite intrigued to see what that exhaust system looks like. So we're just doing like the oil change first?
Yeah, so we get the oil drained out. While the oil is draining, we're going to fit the Eventuri intake.
That's exciting. I've had a quick look in the box. It's a bit like early Christmas for me, because as soon as you sort of take everything out of its protective covers, look at this stuff. Like, my camera's not even focusing, but everything is beautiful. The guys who own Evolve are also involved with Eventuri, and yeah, they just make absolutely beautiful pieces. Really, really finishes off the engine bay for me. Ah, right. Let's have a look. Oh, it is. It's like finding out that your handbag's not actually counterfeit. Look at that. That is legit.
Legit. Genuine.
It's genuine. It's quite clean underneath, actually.
The exhausts always go like they go like a rusted colour anyway, just
yeah.
The component, like the material they're made out of, but it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, she's sweet. Not too bad. Oh, not even any marks on the sump, nothing.
No, I end up with normally end up with dents in these where people run stuff over and they catch the under trays and pull all these off and break all these, but no, it's all intact.
That means although I did find out that the guy who had this car before me was apparently quite meticulous. Yeah. So he's going to be, I don't know, heaving by the end of the video series. Whoops. So just walking around the car, one of the second things I wanted to do was to start to finish off the carbon that we've already got here. So we've got the corners on, but then we've got this sort of like fairly plain front splitter. So I want to change this, probably keep it quite OEM looking, like I don't want anything which pokes out too far, so change that to carbon. And then I also want to put some sort of straight sort of side skirts here. You can get ones which are basically, they can fit again like pretty much OEM. And then on the back here, I'm quite happy with the apron and the diffuser like there. And then here you can get these little pieces which sort of, they can sort of add on to there, and it just finishes off the line of the bumper. But I don't want to sort of go too nuts and put like shitloads of carbon everywhere where it's not needed. Just some nice little touches which could almost look factory. And I'm not going to change this little boot spoiler here. You can get the one which sort of has the indent which goes with the sort of double bubble roof on there, but nah, I'm just going to keep it as it is. Beautiful. I actually be interested to see what the oil looks like. Hopefully it's not like a load of sludge. So we are about to take out the stock intakes. It's quite easy actually, isn't it? It's just a few clips here and there, a few screws.
Yeah, it's only a few jubilees. You've got one on this one, it's the large intake this side, and then the other one here. You've got this one here and then one down there. So basically the Eventuri replaces from there to there, and then from down here from the intake pipe to here.
And for people that aren't really quite sure why you would change an intake system on a car,
yeah.
Elevator pitch. Why should we get Eventuri?
Basically, the standard intake system has got a lot of bends in it.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of 90-degree turns and 180 turns, and as the airflow goes through, it doesn't flow freely. So
Yeah.
the idea of the Eventuri is the airflow goes straight in and it comes through really smooth and flows into the system.
So it's nice and efficient, gets lots of plenty of cold, lovely oxygen into the engine, and then it makes it quicker,
Smoother, cleaner,
smoother.
Better in the engine.
Look at that, lads. There's a quick light science lesson for you. Okay, so one thing that I have noticed being here is that everyone has slight OCD. Look at this, we've even got like millimetre spaces between all the tools. Nice little dividers here. You love it, don't you? Does it make you feel funny if I put stuff like at an angle?
It actually
Is that, does it?
Yeah, it actually does.
Shall I put it back?
Nah, it's alright, I'll let you off.
Oh no, even I feel bad now. Okay, right, there you go.
Power.
Yeah, if it has the M badge on it, it's like what, 10 horsepower more?
10 horsepower.
Well, there you
Power
go.
M badge.
Exactly.
That's the rules.
Nice new seals on there, new filter. Beautiful.
Suction. Suck it all out.
That noise just cracks me up. Beautiful. One more. See, this guy knows where all the clips are, so he can pull things out very nice and slowly, whereas I would probably wrench it out and it would end up never going back in again. Well, there you go. That's how you do it, isn't it? Just like a ratchet strap and then just straight out.
Just tow it out.
Well, this is one of the reasons why I was looking at these online. I saw loads of the pictures, just the sort of build quality on it, even down to what we were just saying there, the seams in the carbon. There's like everything's beautifully smooth, lots of little CNC bits here. Like it's all, not even got the little F80 on there. God, what is that? Sort of overseeing things. I was just saying I'm gonna try and help build this up, so I have a good knowledge of how this all goes together.
Yeah, so what's Aston is taking out at the moment, that's what's in there. So that fits behind the kidney grills and then directs more air to the intake.
And this is because, as you were saying earlier, the air is quite turbulent when it's going through. So
that's what the intake does, but this part of it is to get more cold air into the intake to begin with.
Ah.
The turbulence gets fixed by the housing, essentially, because if you look at this filter, traditionally the filter's the other way around.
Yeah.
So the whole purpose of Eventuri is that the intake is reversed.
Yep.
And then the outside of the housing acts as a Venturi lip. So as the air passes through the filter and then is funneled down by this shape here,
Yep.
that smooths the airflow and actually accelerates the airflow at the same time. So that's what we have the patent on, is the housing.
Ah.
We're going to do this year.
This is worth 100 horsepower, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's the sticker.
Yeah, what?
It's 12 horsepower by itself, and then the other 88 is made up by the Eventuri sticker that goes in there.
Okay, perfect.
So you've got two clips.
Yep.
And then in the bottom you've got two holes. So see where you've got the standard intake tube here.
Yeah.
There's two square holes either side.
Right.
So basically sit that over it and line up those holes.
Right.
And then the clips go through.
Those are.
Yeah, that's it.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah. And then it basically slides over.
Slide over.
And then the clips go through.
Like that?
That's it, yeah. And then all you got to do is line up the holes and then try and get a clip.
Oh yeah, because it goes quite far back, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it doesn't need to go all, it doesn't quite go all the way, but it goes far enough that I think that cable there, isn't it? Do you want some gloves? Or?
Ah, that's alright. Oh yeah, so I can see, yeah, there's like the holes there.
Yeah, that's it.
And that just pushes through?
It pushes through the larger bit and then push the top bit in, that clips
Okay,
it.
cool.
It's proper fiddling.
Right, okay, so that goes in there. It is fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. It's like you have to sort of like feel where...
Yeah, you kind of, it's sometimes easier to feel the hole from the inside and then kind of push it from the outside.
Okay, well there's my finger, so that must mean there's... Okay, cool, and then just pop that in.
Push the smaller part through.
We're in.
It's done.
She's in.
And then same again, the other side.
Alright. Shit. I can just get that. Oh, nothing, I'm just like, it's just sat there on the side and I'm like, oh. He's got his little thing. I can see it.
You see it, yeah?
Yeah. You can see it's just there. I can probably get that to be fair. This is why I don't need fiddly jobs. I'll just drive it. Okay. Let's see where she is. She's just there. There you go. I think that's the trick, you know. Put in your. There we go. Through.
Between your fingers.
Yeah. And then is it just pop in?
Yep, same thing. Just
Yeah?
push through. Yeah, that's it.
Weird?
Sorted, yeah. That's unlucky.
Look at that. Got a job here already. No, I wouldn't have me here. So this is what happens when you go away for 10 minutes and go get some lunch. The job actually gets done. So I've just come back and where are we at to now?
So yeah, most of the kit's fitted. This housing, that's all in ready. The duct is all sorted. It's all tight. I'm just fitting this side now and tying that up.
Look at that though. It looks so much better compared to like the old plastic one. Once we put the little strip brace back on, it's gonna look mint. I really do think it sort of like finishes off the bay of the car, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just makes it look a bit nicer rather than all the plastic everywhere, isn't it? It's just...
It's nice and shiny. Do you think it will make much of a difference to the sound?
yeah, you can hear it. Yeah.
Perfect.
You hear it more in like downshifts and stuff like that, and you can hear the turbo spooling up. So it gives a bit of engine noise as well.
Awesome. So this piece that they're putting just behind the kidney grille here, this is a little duct. Oh, can you see it? It's like my bad camera work as usual. Yeah, so this guides the air in and just basically makes it a lot easier for it to suck it all in. Helps the airflow and then gets into the system. It's quite a nice little piece. That'll look nice behind the kidney grills.
Yeah, it's subtle. You can't really notice it until you look properly. But, yeah.
All quality parts here, lads. So whilst the guys are finishing up on that, I just thought I'd take you for a quick look round because they've got loads of different BMWs in here, lots of M cars. You can see here we've got this E92 and then we have Imran's M2, which has been quite famous at shows and stuff. I mean, that's fairly crazy. It's even got the carbon roof on it as well. And then, oh, nice little GTR there. This is a crazy F90 M5. It's done over 200 miles an hour at VMAX. It's like pushing 800 brake. Madness. It looks stealth still. That's the really funny thing about this. It's an absolute supercar killer. And then we have a couple of V39 M5s, a rather lovely F80. Then we've got an A90 Supra in the back here and also the RS3, but shh, don't tell him. I mean, that's just mean really, isn't it? I didn't do it. No, no.
Sensors on that stuff.
I didn't.
Feel it.
It never happened. Well, this is technology advance. It's actually better to get with the wide angle on an iPhone just to get all of this in, as we're now just fitting the final bit back in, which is the strut brace. Yes. I can't wait to show the Irish boys these. They're not going to know what's hitting.
So they're going to be released next month.
Carbon charge pipes.
Yeah.
You're just trying to sell me some more stuff, aren't you? Look at this.
Carbon charge pipes, and you need a carbon engine cover as well.
So this is kind of like, guys, this is when you come and get all of your air intake stuff. It's a lesson in vertical selling, basically. No, I think you can go quite mad because I've seen you do like the big plenums as well for like the E92.
Yeah. So that's what's on Ryan Stewart's car.
Yeah.
They're really popular at the moment because not only does it look stunning, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's literally like having a V8 CSL. It's insane.
I'm looking forward to hearing this thing run in a minute.
Yeah.
Service with a smile. There it is. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in on that as well. And now we have the moment of truth. Start right past him. Sounds good. So that is the kit all fitted on now. All I've got to do is drive it back to London. But as I was saying in the beginning of this video, I am going to be coming back to Evolve because this is part one of a couple of videos, because I'm actually going to have a stage 2 tune put on the car, because that will enable me to sort of sort out the torque, because at the minute it's not so linear and it's a little bit like laggy on the down low and then like whoop and like quite snappy up the top. So what I'm going to do is bring it back here, and we're going to get the car on the dyno, figure out how much brake horsepower it has standard, and then once we've done the tune we will then see what it ends up at. But yeah, the guys here are absolutely fabulous, really knowledgeable, really helpful. So right, let's get my car down on the ground and let's take her for the first drive.